Ladies and gentlemen, I know Call of Duty Vanguard just came out, and I know Warzone Pacific just launched this week. But in this video, we are not going to be talking about any of that, because today we got news about the next Call of Duty game. No, you didn't hear me wrong, Modern Warfare 2. Now, I have one video up on the channel so far talking about Modern Warfare 2 and leaks regarding that game. This video is essentially a continuation to that, and we got more information late last night and today from two people. Number one being Tom Henderson, the second one being the Modern Warfare 2 OG Ghost. Both of these people over the past 2 years have been extremely accurate with their leaks. Basically, everything that they have said has become true. And because of that, we can take these leaks pretty damn seriously. And on top of that, one of them is actually posting images. Unfortunately, I can't show images or my video will be taken down and potentially my channel as well, but I will have their Twitters linked down in the description so you can read through the various tweets. Now, before we dive into what they are saying about the game, including this new third secret mode that sounds incredible, I just wanted to say that there is only 4 days left in my merch drop. It is the first link down below. Turns out all the cool kids are wearing it, including my dog, so you should check it out. Dexter loves it, I love it, and people are already getting their orders in that have ordered it 2 days ago, which is absolutely insane. So if you want to check that out, first link down below, get it while it's still here. Anyway, let's talk about the next Call of Duty game, Modern Warfare 2. So we talked about this about a month or a month and a half ago, that the leaked game for next year is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. This should be zero surprise to anyone after how well the last Modern Warfare did. People like the setting, people like the storyline, so they are going to continue it. What we learned from that is that they are kind of changing the setting to where you are going to be fighting a drug cartel, at least that's the rumor. And like I said, we can take these with a little bit of a grain of salt because it could still be an early build of the game, as we're going to see in a minute. But on top of that, the people who are tweeting this stuff and leaking this stuff have been very, very accurate in the past, so there's a very solid chance that everything we're hearing here is true. Also, I almost guarantee you that the next game is going to be named Modern Warfare 2 as well. There is more evidence to support that today, as Tom Henderson continued on to tweet images of what appears to be an early drawing of the cover art for Modern Warfare 2, specifically Modern Warfare 2 in Roman numerals. So yesterday, Modern Warfare 2 OG tweets out saying, saw some pre-alpha gameplay of Modern Warfare 2, again with Roman numerals. Followed up by DMZ third mode for Modern Warfare 2, internal name at the moment. So we don't know if DMZ is going to be the final launch name or it's going to be something else altogether. So you may be wondering, what is this third mode? Now, this got leaked earlier. We didn't have the name DMZ, but essentially what the rumor and what people are talking about what this is essentially a mode that will be in the next game, Modern Warfare 2, that'll be very similar to Escape from Tarkov. There'll be a large map, just like in Warzone, where you go in, you can get loot and things along those lines and then have to exfil. Kind of like a mix between Warzone and an RPG, I think is pretty much the easiest way to look at it. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I think this is a very good idea for Call of Duty to do. First of all, Escape from Tarkov is incredibly popular, but it's a very in-depth and deep game. And what I mean by that is there's a lot you need to know. You need to be very good to do well at this game and succeed. And because of that, it's a big barrier to entry. What Call of Duty does well is take complex subjects, like a first-person shooter, for example, or a battle royale, and simplify it down to something that everyone can actually play, but there is still a skill gap, and there is a learning curve to go with it as well. It just won't be as complex as, say, Escape from Tarkov. So for them to come out with a mode like this, you know it won't be as in-depth as Escape from Tarkov, but it'll have a similar gameplay style and a similar feel to something along those lines. Now, Modern Warfare 2 OG and Tom Henderson both saw the same pre-alpha footage, so they kind of confirmed it with each other before putting it out there, at least in information form for people to actually learn about. Now, later, we see some people tweet back at Modern Warfare 2 OG asking some question. How does the movement look? Please tell me it's slow like Modern Warfare. He says, looks faster than Modern Warfare, but just an estimate. Can't judge these kind of aspects off in early builds, which is very fair. A lot of the things like movement, weapons, the way they look, the way that they're adjusted is going to be very different from a pre-alpha build to the final build of the game. Just as a comparison, I actually got to go and play pre-alpha for Modern Warfare previously, and the final build was very different than what I played. There were definitely some big similarities, but overall, a lot changes in that time. Someone else asked about the HUD of the game being green. I'm not sure why, but they asked, and he said that it's similar to Warzone for this mode, which makes a lot of sense to implement that HUD and that kind of gameplay into something along these lines of Escape from Tarkov. If it's already built and already works, why not use it? He also tweeted today saying, from the Modern Warfare 2 gameplay footage I saw, it appears that there will be a big new map specifically for this mode, known internally as DBZ. He made a typo there, it's DMZ, and he says the TAC map shows off new location. So it's not a map that we've seen before, it's a big map kind of along the lines of Warzone, and it'll play like Escape from Tarkov. The final really piece of information that he gave us is he said this: animations look clean, the AK-47 had a really nice weapon inspection where the soldier pulled the mag out and seemed to bang the bottom of the mag onto the rail of the gun. Just part of long inspection or possibly a secondary inspection. So weapon inspects are essentially returning is the big takeaway from that, and they look good. The final thing he said is obviously not going to proper get into specifics as it's too early and things can change quickly. And that's 100% correct. The build that he saw can completely change by the time the game's totally launched, but what this tells us is that they are working on this mode, they are working on a new map, and something that is very different than anything we have seen before within Call of Duty. Now, the final thing that I want to say from this is that the images that Tom Henderson put out that I can't show one thing that's very, very interesting. First of all, it shows a piece of the Modern Warfare 2 logo with the Roman numerals, and it shows a soldier standing on a pontoon boat. It just so happens that this soldier is wearing a bucket hat. Who do we know that wears a bucket hat other than Captain Price? So obviously, this is going to be a continuation of the story from Modern Warfare, with similar characters like Ghost, Captain Price, Alex, and a bunch of the people that we saw within Modern Warfare, Kyle Garrick or Gaz, for example. It makes sense for them to continue that story after how popular that game is, and assumably this story will continue on within this new mode called DMZ and within Warzone as well. There's zero chance that they're going to stop making Warzone, so don't expect that whatsoever, but it appears as though this new mode will be a part of the premium title, which will be called Modern Warfare 2. Now, again, not all of this information is going to be 100% solid. This is all very, very early. Even the images that Tom Henderson is putting out are hand-drawn in pencil and are not fully complete. So there's not a big takeaway to take from those, but it just shows us the direction that they are going with the game. So that is pretty much all we know at this point. That is all we can really say. So let me know what you're thinking. This is the game that I've by far been the most excited about, potentially since the OG Modern Warfare 2. No pun intended in there whatsoever, but you know what I'm saying. I'm very excited for this, and I'm willing to guess that this may be the most popular Call of Duty game of all time once it's actually launched. But like I said, let me know what you think down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, check out the merch linked down below, all of that good jazz. Subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all the Call of Duty news, turn notifications on. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making